think at least on the SmackDown side, the women's division is very weak. I don't think these women can be in a match together unless they have a veteran in front of them. Her match with Charlotte at WrestleMania was subpar at best.
Our main event of the afternoon here, the women's WWE title drama from last night. We had a tag match. We had our champion in action, Tiffany Stratton, Tiffy time, alongside Jade Cargill, taking on Nia Jax and caution tape Naomi, as I like to call her these days. No more glow. It's caution tape from here on out.
It's the Owen Hart look.
Get your glow sticks away from here. Not now, my friends. I really enjoyed this match. I thought Nia Jax actually shone throughout the match. She's great in this one. Naomi was great. I love leaning into the new character as much as she has and all of that. Dang it, Jade Cargill's so strong. She powerbombed Nia Jax into oblivion, in the words of the great Mike Tyson. I mean, Jade Cargill looks as good as she's ever looked bell to bell, and she's always looked good presentation-wise and always had the charisma. This, in my eyes, is someone coming into their own. One thing I didn't like, we're in the middle of the Stanley Cup playoffs. What do you not do if you haven't won it yet? You don't touch the cup. You don't touch the cup. It's bad luck. I understand it's a little different because it's pro wrestling, but I'm just saying, she wouldn't give the title back. She posed in it, did the whole thing, rubbed her hands all over it. And then next thing you know, gets attacked from behind. Tiffany barely even got her belt back before we went off air. I don't even know if she did. It's probably just laying in the ring. Either way, it's not about that. I enjoyed the match last night, and man, am I looking forward to Jade Cargill versus Tiffy time, because these are two unbelievable athletes. And I think if there's a moment where Jade can really take that next step at this stage of her career, her and Tiffany, with both of their athleticism, both of their level of experience, can put on a heck of a match. Ignacio, I want your opinion on what you saw last night. And are you looking forward to that potential showdown?
No, I'm not really. I mean, nobody, Tiffany's run isn't, I mean, she just hasn't really impressed me. I think her match with Charlotte at WrestleMania was subpar at best. I like the character. I like the character work Naomi's doing. I like, Jade Cargill. And she had a good match with Naomi at WrestleMania. She showcased what she's improved on and what she can do. But then I didn't think her match with Tiffany last week was very good. I thought maybe Tiffany was trying to cater to Jade's weaknesses, and I think Jade still has some weaknesses, and I think that's showing. And even though I think she's improved, but I don't think these women can be in a match together unless they have a veteran in front of them. I'm sorry. They're still dependent on Becky Lynch, and they're still dependent on Charlotte Flair, and I hope they don't release Bayley because they're really going to miss her, because I don't think these women are capable of having a good match unless they have a good leader, to lead them. I think at least on the SmackDown side, the women's division is very weak. And the only thing that's got me interested in the other channel with the women's division is Rhea chasing the title again. And I think people are really waiting for her to have the title back. But I mean, it's not very. I'm not very impressed with what they're doing on SmackDown and on the women's division. Not really.
I hear you.
Sorry.
Well, and it's interesting because even Cap Casque added, Ignacio, I like you, man, but I won't take any Tiffany slander. Okay. I actually, Ignacio, am probably closer to your opinion on this than most, because I think Tiffany's so talented. She's actually a little bit underperformed. I think part of that was the dance partner in Charlotte Flair. I think we'll see the best of Tiffany. So I'm a little bit right. I'm in the middle here. I think we'll see the best of Tiffany given a different dance partner. There was just something chemistry-wise that didn't work.
Yes, there was
between those two. And I'm not blaming either performer, right? Things happen. It can get awkward. I don't know exactly what has gone on behind the scenes. It may have been one thing that happened on TV. It may have been one thing or the other. So I'm not going to put the blame in one court. But I do think Jade is a good dance partner for Tiffany, in that Jade can either be I think she has to be the heel in this rivalry at this point, but she can pick at Tiffany in a way that Tiffany can sort of jab back easier and more freely than with Charlotte Flair. And we might be able to see better mic work because even the Toodles last night on the pre-conversation, it was less awkward when Jade said what do you think about, we're teaming tonight, but what do you think about me being the potential next number one contender? And Tiffany sort of gave her like yeah, whatever, Toodles, right? And I thought that was all arguably a better exchange than anything she had with Charlotte. That's just the way that I looked at it. So I am curious, but Anthony, I do, before we head home, want to get your thoughts on the same situation. Jade, Tiffany, the match last night, talking about everything.
Okay. First off, I think the Tiffany Charlotte feud failed because they weren't sure what they wanted to do, who they wanted to face and the heel to begin with. So it started off on the wrong foot. And I don't think a babyface is her natural instinct, Tiffany. And that's why I think it just really didn't connect. I think she's a natural heel, personally. I think she's the heel that people love to hate. I think that's the Barbie gimmick is very much her thing. I would not make Jade the heel. I would keep Jade as a face because it really wouldn't make sense since she just came out of the feud with Naomi turning as a heel and she beat Naomi. So I would keep Jade as a face. I think Jade has this aura about her that even if you don't know professional wrestling and you see her, she's somebody. She has that aura. Like, you don't have to know. And I think I would be fully behind a Jade taking the title off of her, to be perfectly honest. I think that the match last night, other than Chelsea Green, I think Nia Jax is the second best hire that Triple H made. Alistair might be number 3, just coming in my opinion. But I think, the chemistry works. Obviously, Nia and Naomi are technically related by marriage in the long Samoan line. So they obviously have chemistry together. And I think that would actually be a smart move if you wanted to take the tag titles and put them on them, especially with Liv Morgan, I guess, being out of the picture at some point. And since it's a title that apparently appears on all brands, that wouldn't be a bad idea to give Naomi and Nia that run. I think that wouldn't be a bad move. Jade against Tiffany, I think that's the money. I think a lot of us were surprised that Tiffany retained against Charlotte. I think everyone thought, okay, well, Charlotte's beating the living crap out of Tiffany on the mic. It's Charlotte. It's Mania. I think most of us were pretty shocked that Tiffany retained. But I am fully on board for a Jade taking the title. I'm fully on board for that. I think it could work. I think Jade could definitely have a feud, whether it's with Naomi or with others, and I think it can work. Jade as champion works. We saw in AEW with the TBS championship. So I think she obviously has more experience now,
right,
under the WWE umbrella. She's significantly better as a performer now than she was when she came in.
She's got the reps finally.
She's got the reps. She's been properly, conditioned. Unlike and this isn't a knock at AEW, but AEW doesn't do house shows. So she's doing more reps. Her only reps in AEW were squash matches on TV once a week, and she didn't have much experience to begin with.
No time to work.
So now
cameras,
and I am fully on board. I think you could run with this with her.
Well, and you brought up a great point. I actually now, and Fernando said it here, agreed. Tiffany needs to turn heel.
Yes.
I agree on the flip. I first said it the opposite, and now I agree on that. Because the other thing is, I watched with a buddy of mine who's a super casual wrestling fan, but he had never really seen Jade before.
Yes.
Last week. And he sees Jade and he goes, who is she? She looks like a video game character. And I'm like, right? She's chiseled out of stone.
She's
like, they don't make people like Jade Cargill.
The reason why her whole gimmick is with the snow and the storm is coming because she looks so much like the Marvel character Storm. So there's legitimate, like, it's kind of built in, it's eye catching. She has an eye catching aura about her.
they don't make people built like Jade Cargill.
Yes.
Like she's a real life like video game character. She looks like a statue at times.
Yes.
A statue that moves.
Mm-hmm.
It's mind numbing how physically talented she is, and then the charisma is there as well. The attitude, all of it.
Yep.
It's just connecting the dots
There's
inside those ropes.
She has
bell to bell.
confidence now. She really absolutely has confidence, and you can tell.
Yeah.
This is